Okay. See if this is actually live. Yeah, it's live. Alright. So, let me actually check my levels here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down. Because I'd prefer that you be able to hear me over the music. Because that's kind of important. So, alright, what's the deal here? So today we're going to be continuing work on the image metadata deal. And getting all of this implemented is going to be pretty difficult, but I think the first thing that I want to do is clean up the asset database class. And before I started stream, I went ahead and organized all of this by putting some comments around everything, as you can see here. So that's pretty much just organizing what functions do what. And we're going to be adding a lot more functions to this, like the getting file type from alias. This is just going to make it really easy to double check that our alias is of the file type that we want to get. For example, if we had a renderer and we wanted to get all of the images from all of the entities that we want to load, and then make sure that, you know, those images are images, right? You know, so this is just a very useful function that we're probably going to be using a lot, because it's pretty important. And then metadata, you know, allowing it to be metadata or no file type or just an image, you know, something like that, or a known file type or null file type. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole idea. Null, unknown, none, image sheets, like metadata, sound, text, save, and script. Yeah, those are all the types. So we need to create conditions for each of these so that we can know what image is what and whatever. So that's pretty much the whole idea for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what we need to do next. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to do the image detection. And the thing is that you know, we're only checking if it's equal to PNG. I don't think we're going to be using any other file formats, but maybe I should just make sure. Is extension image string, or is file extension image string get file extension from string path, or no, it's file path. There we go. And then I don't know, I don't think you need anything else. Or no, this doesn't need to be that. This just needs to be a boolean. And then since this is, yeah, I'm probably gonna want to put that with is string and string, because that would make things a lot easier. Yeah. So I need to declare this function. Create implementation, and then we pretty much just want to check if it's a PNG or a JPEG or a bitmap file. So this is really easy. We just do if is, or no. Well, we could do is string and string. Or we could just do this. So yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do get file path string file ext is equal to get file path from alias. No. Get file extension from string file path. There we go. And then next thing is is string and string. We could do that, or we could just do file extension is equal to .png return true, and then we do that for the rest of these, which would be JPEG or JPG, because yeah, and then BMP return true, because I'm pretty sure Allegro supports bitmap. Else return false. So there we go. So now here we can do is file extension image file ext, and then if that's true, then we go in here. Otherwise, we check the rest of these. So in here, if we don't have any metadata for an image, it's just a regular image, and we don't need to do any manipulation to it, because, you know, some of our images are sprite sheets, some of our images are sliced and tiled, and, you know, yeah, this is a sprite sheet thing, and then this is another sprite sheet thing, and then these are related to image metadata as well. But the point is that here, if there's no metadata, then we just import the image completely regularly. Otherwise, if we find metadata, then we need to check what type of image it is in the metadata. So here's the thing. What I need to do is get the metadata from file, which is going to be kind of difficult. So well, I haven't actually figured out how to do metadata yet, so I should probably do some testing around that. Well, I know that I've wanted to use JSON, but I've completely forgotten how I'm actually going to use JSON. So I need to go look up a video for this. Alright, let's pause this. I forgot this video's muted. Alright. Let's see what they do. File is details.json. So that's using system. Actual JSON reader, reader.parse file, actual JSON. Total JSON data, actual JSON. Handline. Actual JSON name. Okay. So. Okay. Are we sure we don't need anything else? Hold on. Yeah, those are all the includes. So we just need JSON, CPP, JSON value, and JSON, I guess. Because we're only really ever reading from file this stuff, because we're going to have the people on the team writing this. And I think JSON is a user-friendly enough format to where you don't really have to worry about them not being able to write the metadata. So, you know, I think that's pretty much what we're going to go with here. Now, the question is, where are we going to do this? You know what? I'm going to do this as metadata reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, you know what? Do we even have a thing for getting the contents of a file? Because I know we did at some point. Nope. Okay, so we need that. Get alias from string, get file extension from string, convert path slashes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do it. Well, that's string manipulation. This is database scanning. File management. So here, we're going to do string get file contents. And then I'm not going to do a declaration right here, but we need to do string file path. And it needs to be a full path. Function definition for get file contents not found. Of course there isn't, because I haven't made one yet. Create implementation. There we go. Alright. Now that we have this get filed contents, what we need to do is we need to... You know what? I think I can do this is string and string thing not in this file. I think I can do it in here. Just do that. There we go. Now it has a declaration and we're taking up less space in the main file. There we go. Get file contents. Now, what I want to do for this, I believe there was an Allegro read file function of some sort, but I don't remember what it was, so I have to go get that. There's file IO. Allegro file system. File system routines. File system routines. Here we go. This is what I want. So in here, I completely forget how to do this. So open directory, open fs entry, get fs entry, mtime, mode, AL read directory. Okay, what is the deal with AL read directory? So it takes an Allegro fs entry, okay, reads the next directory item and returns a file system entry for it. No, that's not what I want. I want to read a file. Read directory. No, that's not what I want either. No. Oh, this is currently going off the rails because I forget how to do this. One moment. I should probably have a hotkey for muting myself. One moment. I'll be right back. There we go. There we go. Alright, so fs entry exists, I'm completely forgetting what the thing is. Allegro fopen. Creates and opens a file. I don't want to open I don't want to create a file. Oh, given the path and mode. Depending on the stream type, files may be opened in text mode, so it's okay. Huh. Okay, so why don't I do this? I'm gonna do this, I think. But I have to make an Allegro file. So here we're just going to be creating a file. Okay, I didn't think that it was going to be this annoying. Oh no, doing al get open. Okay, no, al f open. There we go. Mode, read, just read, I think. And then we want to do the file path. And then we want to do C-string with that, because that's the only way that that's going to work. And then we need to do ALF read. Reads size bytes into the buffer, pointed to by pointer from the given file, which bytes actually read it first. Okay. What about AL read? AL read directory. There's this. There's just straight up AL read directory. But I think this is with the file system and I'm not going to be able to use it. Yeah, it just gives you an FS entry. Yeah, that's not what we want. We don't want a file system entry when we want an actual file. So I have to do ALF read. Because that is the only way to do it. ALF read. And then we want to do Allegro file, AL file. And then we want to do the void pointer, which is going to be our thing, const char pointer. List buffer. And then get file size Allegro. ALF size int file size is equal to AL or buffer f size. There we go, and then the buffer is going to be new char, or it's going to just be a, yeah, it's going to be a new char array of file size. And then buffer, I'm going to do void pointer, just so we can get that to work, and then file size. And then we need to delete buffer. Or we need to delete array operator buffer. Yeah, there we go. So next thing, let me actually do this. Let's see how streams doing, I guess. Stream's doing good? Stream's doing good? No chat? Cool. Awesome. Alright, so ALF read, file, buffer, file size. So we've got all the file. Now we need to just out buffer. We just need to print the buffer, and then we need to do a string, which we're going to do up here. String return is equal to buffer, and then we need to return. There we go, that should work. Now, the question is, did I make this, yeah, I made this private. Let's quickly make this accessible to everything, just so we can try this. So up here, I'm just going to do a database dot get file contents. Is that what I named it? Yep, and then database dot get file path from alias bear.png, or no, not bear.png, bear.png. Well, no, yeah, I do want to do that, because then I can just do that, and then I can just do is metadata, and let me change the song. Alright. So, is metadata true? So we want to read metadata. Let's see how this works. Tiled false, sprite sheet is false. And of course, that's not the actual metadata that we're going to do, but you can see that it's reading metadata. So that's good. Now the question is whether we can use that with JSON or not, which I have no idea. So let me not do that. So this is a very expensive function. If there's a better way to do this, I'll figure it out later, because I just need something that works at the moment. So this works. Let me actually go to the bare meta data. We can go to metadata, and then this isn't JSON metadata, so we need to actually change it to JSON so that we can get this to work. So, I'm gonna close all these tabs that I have open really quickly. There we go. So it starts with brackets. inside of here, we do our parameters. So let's actually get this from here. Alright, so we've got both of our parameters. So that's file type, image type. So I wanted to capitalize the file type is image type is sliced. And I want to double check one more thing about the format. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so we need, I forget what includes it. We need JSON value and JSON. Okay, we'll see how this works. So we have our metadata that we're gonna read right now. We're not gonna do, yeah, sure, we'll do sliced. Why not? For sliced, or well, no, let's not do sliced. Let's do so the image type would probably be sheet, and then we're probably also going to want to specify that it's lit or programmatic, or no, slice type. And the slice type is probably going to end up being sorry, I got a text. Alright, so the slice type block. There we go. And then we'd probably use something like this. There we go. I mean, yeah, well, let me check. Let's see if this passes this error. Expecting in the file. Oh. Cell type block. Expected string. Okay. Slice parameters. Okay. Offset Y. Expected string. Got that. Oh. Validate. Oh, that's weird. So this is the validator that I'm using. And I'm having a bit of an issue figuring out what it is. Expected string. Got that. It's on line 10. It's this line right here. 32. How do I change that though? JSON objects. You know what? These objects are all contained in a list. But why? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this. Alright, so validate, completely fine. So we're just gonna do this. And copy this entire JSON into here. There we go. That is our JSON for our slice. So now that we have made sure that our JSON is correct, what we need to do is read all of this JSON. And we'll figure out how to do a list and everything later, but this will probably be the easiest JSON file to actually do. So let me go to application and run this again just to see if it's not what we needed. We didn't. Weird. Database. Oh wait, no, I need to out this. Here we go. All right. Oh, look, we have an end of file deal there. So file type image. So it got all of the important stuff right. It's just that there's a bunch of end of file shenanigans. So hopefully the JSON parser won't be mad at us. Let's just test the JSON in here. JSON/JSON.h. And then we want to do a JSON value. Or, yeah. And we want to do a JSON what is it? Const chart point. It needs an is stream. What the heck? Parse from input stream. Okay, fine. Huh. Let's figure that out. How do we do that? No, we want an if. Do we want an if stream or an is stream? I don't know. Is stream. Sure, I stream. Chart pointer into an I stream. Optimal way. Just give me the code. Okay. stir buff. I probably want to throw the value. This is I need this, so I need a string file. What's that? And then we need stream. It's going to be file contents. Stream buff. How do I make a stream buff? STD stream buff. What does this even do? I don't know. How to create this. Creating an ice stream object. Oh, wait. Do I not even have to do this? Can I just do file contents? Text and root. What's root? Oh, RC2. There we go, that wasn't so hard. I was just overthinking it. I was legitimately just overthinking it. Because I was looking at the function parameters being like, oh, can I pass in a string? Of course you can, doofus. Of course you can pass in a string. Okay, so now that we have that, I need to go back to the tutorial for parsing JSON with JSON CPP. Let me just... wait. Parse. Can I just out-parse? Oh. Whoa. What did I do wrong? Okay, something's wrong. Wait, what if I just do this? No, I just do this. Nope, there's a shit ton of blinking errors. Unresolved external symbol. There was no... Oh, this is just not working. This is just not working. Hold on. So I'm including value in JSON.h. This intense debugging is killing me. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? What if I just comment this out? Nope. Okay, what if I just comment this out and these out? No. What if I just comment both of these out? This out. It runs fine. So manage new git packages because clearly something's wrong. CPP uninstall. Browse JSON CPP. And then we're going to install it again. Why aren't you showing Allegro? What the fuck? Alright, maybe it will work now, maybe. Just from reinstalling it? No. Why is this library just not working? Can I please just have the library work? Pixelsreader.h. And you can see how large this file is, so this is going to be just awesome to figure out, I'm sure. Wait, hold on. What version is this? Huh, maybe instead what I do is I include No, shut up. Please, just let this work. No, still issue. So using just JSON, include IOStream and FStream. Maybe I need both of those. No. No, that's not the problem. Using namespace std. Maybe just this. Nope. This is just dumb. This is so dumb. Why is this so impossibly hard? Okay. Man, I am just totally not having any idea what to do right now. They all use the same thing right here. See that? See, it's just... Man, this page, the layout of this page sucks. I hate that page. All of these guys are using JSON CPP as their way of accessing this, and like, I can't get it to work on my system. Uninstall JSON CPP here. Now these should be undefined references. Right, they are. Perfect. Okay. Weird. Here we go. Now what do we have in here? Microsoft Visual Studio under Make Files. no such thing. There is no such thing.
How to what you need to do is you can go in new from project. You need to download this. Have these folders.
Oh wait, hold on. Not what I wanted. Are there any PY? Not what I want. I want to... You know what? No, it's CD. FCD. What does that even do? I forgot. Huh. Yeah, this is the exact page. And then what I want to do, what does it do with amalgamated source? Dist. Oh. What if I just copy this? What if I just do this? One. Streaming. One moment. All right. Okay. Let's see here. I'm switching the music again because this has been on for forever. Oh my gosh. if I just include what if I just delete that? Oh, cancel. If I just do that. Question is this gonna work? Because if it does, that's gonna be really awesome. Okay, nope. Char reader instead. Okay. What if I just copy this shit? Weird. What does it mean by root? Value root. Okay. Parsed. Then we delete this. And then we out parsed. Please work. Because if you do, that would be amazing. Yes! Woo! We did it! After, like, what? How long did that take? It took like 30 minutes of fiddling. Oh my gosh, finally. Oh, I finally have the JSON. The JSON! I finally have the thing imported. Okay, well now to clean the heck out of this. Asset database, JSON, or well, we want to include, well, we want to clean up this first, because you see JSON, CPP, and JSON are in here, and I don't like that, so I'm going to do a new folder, deps. Then we need to do add new folder, send CPP. Then we need to do rename to go with the naming convention, and then we need to throw this into here and this back into here. And then what we need to do, we need to go into here. We need to go to properties, and I forget where you do this. How do I add an include directory? I forget. Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
Hi.
Nope. I forget where I did this, but I know that I added an include directory. I think it's in the linker. Okay, there we go. I found it. C++ additional include directories. Edit. Solution dir /engine/circ. We want to add a new one. And then we want to do deps for dependencies. Apply. Okay. And then what we want to do here is you want to do deps, or no, JSON CPP /JSON/JSON.h. There we go, and see it works. So I just made it so that we can organize our dependencies separately from our source files, which is very important for a lot of things. Well, it's just important to organize your code. So, yeah. That was annoying as crap, but now we can quickly sort all of this, and we should be good. So what we want to do first is we want to do a include. We don't want to include this in here anymore. We don't need file type. We just need to include JSON in here, because we're going to be using JSON a lot in our asset database. So in here we want to do a JSON, or we want to be using the JSON namespace. Okay, and then we want to be using JSON, or no, not what I want. Value. Well, you know, I'm not going to be using the JSON namespace because this is cleaner code. Because it tells you that the value is a JSON value. So, you know, that's just cleaner code. So what we want to do here is we want to get all of this, and we're going to kind of put it into here so we can actually read it. JSON value, get JSON from meta file. Meta file path. String meta path. And we're not going to declare it here. we're going to implement it. Okay. Database is undefined. Oh. Well, all I have to do here is get file contents. Oh, that's a completely different thing. We just need to do get file contents from Metapath. And this returns. Oh wait, no, it puts it into parsed. Return parsed. So let's try this. And then what we want to do here is we want to do a JSON value. That was a weird autocomplete equals get JSON from metafile path, metapath. Now I want to know what the error is. Expected an identifier. Well, I'm returning this, so I don't know what you're mad about. Can you not set a value? Well, I think I know how we have to do this now, which is annoying, but I know how to do this. Void, and then we need to do a JSON value, not that, and then we need to do a pointer, or no, it's a reference. JSON value reference of some sort. Then we need to copy this and change the parameters here. Void. And then we need to do this, I think. So this is the address of a JSON value, and then instead of returning parse, we just do out. No, I think that's wrong. So we want to do a... What if we do a pointer? Out. Okay, that's wrong. Well, let's see if this works. So... what we want to do, JSON value meta JSON, and then we want to do we do this. So we don't do an equals, we do just meta JSON, or we can just do meta JSON, and then we'll do out meta JSON. And see if that works. Get file type from alias. Get file type. Or no, it's database. Database. Okay, and then we want to do a string .png, which is the one item that we know has metadata. So is this going to work? We'll find out right about now. Takes a little while to compile. Hey, look at that. Look at that, my good friends. That is it. We just extracted our JSON finally. That took like an hour to do. Oh my gosh, we finally have JSON input. I can't believe it. I just straight up can't believe it that we finally have JSON input. And that I had to do that BS with the library to get it to work. But whatever, we're good now. Alright, so now that we have now that we're getting JSON input, what we need to do is we need to check a few JSON values. I can close all this bullshit. What song is this? I mean, hey, it's a good song, but I want to listen to Roguelands. Okay, so we do something like that. That's not hard. All I have to do is out meta.json. Then we want to do, what is it? I should probably have that text file open. Metadata. Here we go. There we go. So now I have that. So we need to do file type image is equal to image. Oh, I'm dumb. True. Okay, so it is equal to image. Now what we want to do next. So what we want to do here, now that we have confirmed that it's an image, if, or well, hold on. If not equal to image, return null. Because that would be an error. If we just establish that it's an image and the image metadata isn't image metadata, then there's a problem, clearly. So what we need to do next is we need to then check if it's a... Well, yeah, okay. Then we need to do if meta.json. Well, what happens if I have a question, and I'm gonna figure this out for myself. What happens if I put in an empty string? What is it gonna do? Is it just gonna return an empty string? No. Okay. So is that null a string? Or is it equal to 0? Let's find out. No, it's not. Is it equal to null? No, it's not. Okay, well then what value is it returning? Or no, let's go to this. Static const value null. Check if JSON CPP value is null. Check if a tag is null. Yeah, I know that. Oh wait, no, he probably did the solution. Oh no, you just check if it's null. Okay, that's not hard. See, all of the hardness was just importing the library. That's why I kind of have this love-hate relationship with C++ right now. Because it's like, oh, I can't import the library. Ugh. And I do that for an hour. True. Okay, good. So what we do here. Does not equal Erdo. We want to do dot is null. We return that. And then we want, if we do this, then we also return null. Because if we don't have a file type parameter and it's not an image, then we have a problem for both of these. MetaJSON is null. Okay, cool. So now we can check if the rest of our parameters are null. Now, question is, where did I put my file? Okay, here it is. So we have image type, and we have two image types. We just do this, we just do this. Then we do image type. Is equal to dot is null. We want to check if it's null before we check if it's an image sheet or not, because if it's null, then we're just gonna have problems. Okay, so we have that. Now, we want to check if this is equal to sheet. And then we do some stuff inside of here for if it's a sheet. And then we do some stuff otherwise if it's sliced. Or no, what we do is we just return file type sheet. Well, what is it? Image sheet? There we go. Image sheet. Sliced image. Well, okay, in that case, I can just get up here and do that, because I don't need to put braces around these. There we go. So this is weeding out all of the null conditions, and then if it passes all those checks, then it's either an image sheet or a sliced image because it has metadata. Alright, so now that we have determined this method for doing this thing, man, this function is going to be so useful. So, now that we have that covered, what other file types do we have? So we have null, unknown, and none, and those are covered. Image sheet, and sliced image are correct. Metadata is correct. sound, text, save, and Lua script. So this should be pretty easy. So what we want to do here is we want to just check if file extension is equal to certain things. So if file extension is .txt, file extension is text. Then we want to do .mp3. Or wait, we want to check if Allegro supports MP3. Check. Does Allegro support MP3? So give me 1 second. I need to check my DMs. So we're gonna want to make a is file extension sound. And I just checked my DMs and someone was asking me if I was having fun streaming. I am indeed having an amount of fun streaming. So take that however you will. Is file extension sound, create implementation. And then is file extension image, add word to dictionary, add word to dictionary, and then we do this, do this. Okay, so here we do .mp3, and then we do .wave. Well, I need to check what Allegro supports out of the box, actually, because I didn't do that already. Sound. Allegro C++ sound. Huh. What sound does support? That's not what I meant to type. Audio add-on. Oh my god, the audio add-on is insane. This is going to be a whole lot of work when I get to this. Mixer functions. Oh my god. I think I'm just gonna support Wave and MP3, cause like, you know. Audio add-on. You can use. Allegro supports the following file formats: WAV, OGG, Opposite, Mod, S3M, since they're all implemented as add-ons. Okay, so it doesn't support MP3. Amazing. So we just need to do WAV. We're gonna have to do WAV files, which, you know, is good for people that, you know how to do audio and stuff, because WAV is higher quality, but like for a dumbass like me right here, you usually use MP3, which sucks. So now all I have to do is well, we can use OGG as well, I think, which is another one that I've heard of, but something. So yeah, I'm just gonna do WAV and OGG and do that. Add word to dictionary, do. Alright, so then we need to do not this. We need to do is file extension sound. File ext. And then we need to do sound. And then we need to do, what do we need to do next? We need to do is file extension image sound. Okay. Cool. So what were the other ones? Crap. Okay, we've got sound, we've got text. We need to save in Lua script. So Lua is really easy. We just do .lua. Then we do add word to dictionary, do, and then we want to do this, where we're like, okay, what was the last one? Save. So we need some sort of like thing to set. We need some sort of constant for our save extension that we set somewhere. I think I'm gonna put that in the constructor. We have our save file type, and in here I'm gonna do a const char pointer save file type dot ps, I don't know, pixels save file, why not psf, who cares. Then we want to do save file type, there we are, don't care. Throw this in here. Alright, save file type, awesome. So I actually want to save this because we're going to use this later. Const char pointer m save file ext for save file extension. And then now that we have our custom save file extension implemented, I need to just go down here and figure that out. Equals m save file ext. And we do save. And there we go. We have now just created a implementation of our thing. This is going to check any and every file in the game or rather, it's going to tell us what any and every file in the... Oh my gosh, I just knocked over my water. Let me go take care of the water first. I swear, if I get a Discord... I got a Discord DM from that. Oh, man. Alright. Let me do this. Alright. Let me clean this up really quickly. I didn't have a lot of water in there. It was just enough to scare the crap out of me. It's good. Okay, so there we go. We can now get any file type from this whole thing. So, one thing I'm going to do next is I'm going to do something that will be very helpful. And actually, it will be incredibly helpful, because when you scan the database... Here's what I want to do. So you see how long this function is? This function is like, what? That's like a 50-line long function. This entire function is 50 lines long, just to get a frickin' file type, right? So we don't want to run a 50-line long function every single time we want to get the file type of something, because that's really stupid, and it makes zero sense. So what I want to do here is instead, I want to cache it. But to cache it, I would have to change the structure of a few of the things that I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. So you see this im file path to file alias? I'm going to rename this from that to im file... Well, I'm not going to do file alias. I'm just going to do im file path to file, or no. Is this really file path to file alias? Hold on. I would heavily doubt that. I thought it was the other way around, where it was the alias to the file path. Weird. Where the heck did I put that? Okay. Close those up. Convert path slashes. Do this. That's not important. Get file path from alias. So we're getting the alias, and then we're... Yeah, so this is completely wrong. This is file alias to file path. Not even, but we're still changing the functionality. Alias. File alias to, not file alias, but file. So we're going to change this up, and we're going to make a new class. So asset database, we're going to do a new item, and we're going to do a header. We're going to do file.h. And then we're going to do a new item, and we're going to do... I don't know if we're going to need a C++ file for this. So... Man, look at how many things this includes. That's the most includes out of any class I've ever had. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to do... We don't need to do that. We need to do namespace Pixel Engine. And we need to create a struct, and then we need to have a string. Well, to file. Okay. So we need to do a const char pointer alias. we need to do a const. Well, no, we'll do a string, because fuck it, I don't care. String alias, string file path, include string using namespace std. No, it's not. It's not sexually transmitted disease. It's library. Dumb. All right, string alias string file path. So we can just store the alias and the file path together, and we can also, if I include, what is it? File type.h. We can do a file type. And then we can do, well, yeah, so what we can do is we can cache all of this information. Or no, file extension. So there we go. We can now store the alias, file path, file extension, and the type name, file name. There we go. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a constructor for file, and we're going to need a string alias string file path string file extension. Or no, all we need is the file path, realistically. So we can do just the file path, and then just do that, and then we can move all of the functionality for file detection stuff into file. I think that would be a lot cleaner. And then, so yeah, in that case, we're gonna need a CPP file for this. New item, CPP file, and then we need we need file.cpp. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna do some jacked up shit in here. It's gonna be really good jacked up shit though, promise. Include file.h. Awesome. Alright, so... Oh no, did I just screw something up? Did I just screw something up? File path to alias. Oh no, I messed up a little bit. I made a stinky. That shouldn't be correct. Whatever. Whatever. We need to include file in here. And then what we need to do is we need to do a few things. Get alias from string, get file extension from string, convert path slashes, is file extension image, is file extension sound, is string in string, and then get JSON from metapath. Add path to buffer loop wrapper. Okay. So I can pretty much just, well, hold on. Yeah, I can cut a huge amount of these functions into file. I don't need those anymore. I straight up do not need those. Private. And I'm gonna want this to be public. Okay. I'm gonna implement all of this stuff in here. And then we have the method. We have the method implementations. Great. So, oh my gosh, this is going to be very difficult to do, to get all this rerouted and everything. So we can just throw this into here. There we go, perfect. Don't care, I'm gonna move it in there. Get file path from alias, get file extension from string. So I can just copy all of these. And I mean like all of these. And this is going to make our database a lot cleaner of a class because we're shoving it all into here. So this is in here, bam. Now what I need to do is I need to replace a few things. File. May not be redeclared outside of its class. Get file type from alias. Rescan file. Please rescan the file and oh, this is annoying. String file path, and then we need to do a string save file ext. And then we need to make that a private string. And then we need to do because we're gonna need that save file extension for this bullshit, so, you know, probably a good idea to just get that out of the way. Oh, do we not have get file path from alias? Oh yeah, we do have this. Oh, but it's not declared above the thing. Of course, yeah. I'm gonna need to put this below. And I'm also going to need to do a little bit of this. Or, well, I can do Alt. There we go. Now it's indented properly, and I can live in peace. Why is this undefined? Oh, because I straight up don't have it. Well, okay, wait. So we have file path, file extension, file name, string, meta, path. There we go. So we can get the meta path. Now I can use the global meta path, and then we need to include JSON, because we're going to need to do that. Include JSON, CPP JSON, blah, 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 blah. Throw this in here, because we're going to need that for this, and then get JSON from meta file path. We're going to need to steal this as well for file. Oh, this is so messy. This takes so long to reorganize. We need to do file, get JSON, or get metadata. Get file contents. We don't have get file contents either. And then we'll figure out which ones of these to make public eventually. Hey. Even though this seems like a lot of unnecessary work, this is really helping out the feel of the entire thing. Trust me, it's going to make things a lot cleaner later. Get alias from string is undefined. Okay, well. Oh, we don't have Allegro. I need to include Allegro. There we go. Alright, so that's good. We need to do save file extension. And we still have issues. Convert path slashes. Do we have convert path slashes? We should, is the answer. But we don't. So we have convert path slashes here. Is string and string. Oh yeah, we don't have that, do we? Oh no, we should. If we do protected. Nope, okay. Get file path from alias. Oh wait, we don't need this function. Okay, well now that I've figured out that we don't actually need that function. Oh, this looks pretty good. Now we just need to, you know, make sure that everything's wired together correctly, because I don't even know if it is, and then we test it. So, to get this annoying ass thing to go away, I'm just gonna save and exit out completely. And I'm going to, like, open it back up and see what happens. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now let's see what we can do here. So, from the file path and the save file extension, we need to get all of these variables initialized. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that for personal reference. Alright, so first one we need to do is the alias, which is which is very easy actually. So get alias from string. We need to rename that. From file path. There we go. Now string file path and then that should just work. So okay, so first what's uninitialized? File type is uninitialized, so we need to get the file type eventually. What do we need to get the file type? We just need the alias, so get file extension from string, get file extension from string. Okay, cool. We need a few things before we can get that, so we'll leave that off to the side. Well, actually, what we can do with file type. What is it? Type. File type. None. We'll just leave it at that for now, because it needs to get initialized. Can you rescan and work, please? Hello? Dude. Why are you still mad? Always initialize a member variable. What if I just do this? Will it stop screaming now? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's easy. So let's get the alias. Okay, so alias is equal to get alias from file path. There we go. And then we don't want to do file extension is equal to get file extension from string alias. And we want to do file. Well, let's do get file extension rename from file path, because that makes more sense. And then we need to do we need to do meta path is equal to get file. Well, meta path is just file path plus, and we just, well, it's just file path plus dot meta, and that's our meta path. And then we do, well, we need to check if their directory exists. Do we have a file exists function? Get alias from file path, get file. Well, we need one, so we need to do a string get is meta, or does meta file exist, and then we need a string string file path. And we don't want to return a string, we want to return a boolean. Then we throw that at the bottom. L direct. Well, I think this is an Allegro function that I need to remember how to use, because I don't remember how to use. Well, actually, we don't need to do meta file exists, does file exist. And then we want to do... What do we need to do next? Well, we need to go here. We need to go Allegro file system. That's not what I want. I want this. Control F, AL, direct, exists. ALFS entry exists. AL file name exists. Okay, cool. Wait, I think I might have a thing for that in asset database. Is error current directory. Okay, cool. So file. Does file exists? Return AL file. File name exists. File path. Dot C string. And actually, I'm gonna replace this with const char pointer, just so I don't have any extra data conversion. And then I don't do C string, I just do this. And then I do that, and then we can check if this file exists. So now that we can check if a file exists, we can just do if or wait, no. String potential meta location. Well, no, it's not the file path, because we need a different thing for the meta path. Ugh. This is so annoying. Okay. We need a meta path thing. Okay. Great, now we're asking for 3 different things. Well, we just need a const char pointer for this. Or a C string, rather. Oh my gosh. Why can't it find a, Oh, well, duh. There we go. And then we need to do a boolean is error. We need to rename this to a member variable so that we can say that it's a member. M is error, preview, apply. There we go. And we need to do a void is error. Or no, we need to do a boolean. Const bool is error. Const return is error. Im is error. There we go. There we go. That is checking if it errored out at all while making. And then we want to do is we want to do if file path exists, or does file exist, and then file path. If not that dot C string, then we have an error. There we go. So if we can't find the root file path, then there's clearly a problem. And what I need to do is I need to go in and change that. Okay. And then alias. Get alias from file path. Okay. There we go. Metapath. Frickin' bruh. I'm dying right now. If not, does file exists? Metapath. .c string. If it doesn't exist, then it just equals that. Or no, wait, no. Let's just do that for convenience's sake. Else metapath is equal to metapath. Do. There we go. So we currently have alias, file path, metapath, file extension, and we don't have anything for getting the file name. Okay, well, what are we missing here? So we can get an alias. My brain is hurting at this point. It's been 2 hours. You know, let me get a drink and see if that helps. Because my brain is like on fire right now. So I have the alias, the name, the file path, the metapath, the file extension, and the type. So what are all these functions doing? Get alias from file path. That's important. Get file extension from file path. That's important. Convert path slashes. That's important. Get file extension file extension image. Is string and string. Well. Alright, let's do a few things. So file path manage and file path properties management, other. Get file is string, and string would be an other. And then getting file type from alias is definitely in here. File path management. Convert path slashes, get file extension, get alias. Okay, that's not hard. Get JSON from meta file path. Get file contents. Does file exist? Okay. Does file exist? This probably goes in here. Well, actually, I think it would go in miscellaneous. Or does it? I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's just file path management. That's file path properties management, and then that's other. That's just checking if a file path exists. Okay. Get JSON from meta file path and get contents. Yeah. Okay. So this is file info getting. You know, I think this should be public. And then we need a boolean for if that worked. Get file contents. This should probably be down here as well. Okay, that cleaned things up a little bit. File information. And this is public functions. You know what? I'm gonna make this a class. Protected? Nah, private. I'm going to make this public. Cool. So, now what? We can get a file type. Or, well, we need to do a bunch of testing, actually. Declaration is incompatible. Oh, yeah, because it's a... We need a boolean here. Yep, there we go. Now we need to test all of this garbage. So in asset database, we're actually going to not go from string to that. We're going to go from string to file. And the thing is that what I'm going to need to do here get file path from alias. No, we're going to get file from alias. And we're not going to do a string alias. We're not going to do a slash type. We're not even going to do an is metadata. We're just going to do an alias. And then that's it. And we're not going to return a string. We're going to return a file reference. Okay, add that loop wrapper, add to path buffer. Okay, this is going to be a whole thing. So, get alias from string key. Key is that. Add path to file alias map. This entire function needs to be rewritten. We need to rename this to add file to file alias map. Preview. Apply. And then we need to not do a... Well, yeah, that's fine. And then loop wrapper, add to path buffer, that's fine. Current directory is error. That's fine. Getters, yep, that's fine. No problem. Database scanning, that's fine. File getting. Constructors, yeah, that's great. Okay. Error checking. Database entry. Okay. Man. This is difficult. So, I'm going to implement this. Okay. Don't need that. Yeah, we need to rewrite this whole function right here. Well, let's remove the pointer. And then let's remove the pointer here. Oh, okay. File. Test is equal to, and then we return 0. There we go, cool. So test equals file. And then we have a few parameters, the file path, the meta path, and the save file extension, which should be easy. Okay, that should be easy. Then, well, let's actually go into this. So, add to path buffer. Man, how does this even work again? Okay, scan database. Up here, we scan the database. In here, we're adding all of this to the file path read buffer. And then what we want to do is we're going to get file from alias. So here's the thing that I'm really struggling with right now. Like, really struggling with. Like, really, really struggling with. So if you think about it, we have a few things going on. So we have the file path, which is easy. We just get that. Or, well, rather, we get a list of random file paths. Some of them are metadata. I need to scan the database for... I need to sort the database based on metadata and object pairs, which, if you notice, is not happening. It's not happening up here. So this is a problem. And I don't know exactly how to solve it, because we're only getting one file path in here. And we need to give it a metadata path as well. So we need to do string metadata meta path. File path meta path. Not that. We need to do just meta path. But actually sorting the file paths and meta paths is going to be annoying. Okay, so in scan database, we have a problem. Too few arguments in function call. Add file to file alias map. Oh, that's another problem. That's another problem with doing it this way. Is, so it's not sorting between metadata, and it's also not checking alias stuff. It's just not doing that. So if, well, actually I can fix that. That's actually not, now that I realize that part's not that hard. It's just the sorting of the metadata. So we need to do is if test, if, what is it, file alias to file dot count, or rather alias to file, well, we could index it. Well, we actually can't index it, never mind. It wouldn't be the same path, though. Oh, this is ridiculous. How am I gonna do this? So, okay, well, I think my brain juice has been completely depleted for today. I did make a bunch of progress with a bunch of stuff, but I am pretty much on my last legs at this point, trying to reorganize this massive class. So I'm gonna call it. It's been like, what, 2.5 hours? So I think that that's gonna be good for me today. I'm just gonna go take a massive walk and then sort all of this when I get back. Because, to be completely honest, I think that you can pretty much infer what's going to happen next, which is the entire whole deal with this thing is it's just gonna be sorted into a file and then a file database. So, you know. And I think I should rename this from file to asset, because that makes more sense. And that is the last change that I'm going to make today. And I'm going to rename these includes. Alright, so I think I'm going to end stream now just because I'm completely on my last legs. Let me quickly check for errors. There we go. No problem. Alright. I'll see you guys later. I will pretty much just sort out the asset database and asset whole dynamic, because I'm not changing any code. I'm literally just reorganizing it. So before next time, I'll have it reorganized, and then we'll actually get into the more stuff related to actually creating an asset out of thin air from a file path or a file alias. So the next time when we do this, it's going to be something like database dot get file, or no, it's going to be get image from alias, and then we can also get image sheet from alias, and then we can also get sliced image from alias. And you can see here the idea of what I'm going for is that eventually I'm just going to create these assets out of thin air for the game to use based on an alias. And that's going to be the epitome of this is super easy to work with, right? So that's the goal for next time, is that it's just going to all automatically get parsed through like that. We're getting very close to that, but I think I need to take a break because my brain has been completely exhausted for today.